like this? How you live like this? Why you worry about?
Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot to take. 2 would be if the defender has his hands down, hand down, man down. So definitely take that shot. And 3, definitely creating great spacing. And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive tip is on-ball defense. With that being said, on-ball menace badge allows you to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at Indiana's starting group. We've got Murray, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Miller in at the 2. And for Detroit, they've got Andrew Nembhard. He's out there with Fred VanVleet. Bradley Beal's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Indiana with a rebound. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that. Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Indiana shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good for Miller. And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, BA. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Back to VanVleet. There's the 3. Towns with a rebound. Indiana on offense. Down low. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
Pass to Salon. Back to VanVleet. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Now the Pacers on the move. Here's Murray. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
And we continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
And so it's VanVleet with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 6-point game. Pass to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Murray against VanVleet. And that one's good. Coulibaly.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the wing on the left. Nembhard, the pass to Beal. Van Vliet outside. Knocks down the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Van Vliet. Fires the three. Salon, no good. Right side, Koulibaly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 8. Nimhard left side.
Man, good whistle there.
Carl Anthony Towns, first personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Pacers leading by 6. Leonard left side. Towns outside from downtown. The rebound by Detroit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Van Vliet, the pass to Hartenstein. Fast break, here we go. Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Leonard for 3. Rebound by Van Vliet. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 6.
Bradley Beal still got a little bit of the ups.
Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Murray. And he drops it in from the low post.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Nimhard. Over to the left wing. Now here's Beal. On the wing, Nimhard. Shoots over Miller. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And those assist numbers for Murray keep going up because he can score.
And the Pistons call time here. Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Detroit. And again, no good by Detroit. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Koulibaly, and that one is hammered home.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And he knocks down the first one. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Known as a stellar defender, Murray's offensive game has also come a long way. He's established that confidence on that end, and he's not done improving.
Now here's Van Vliet. And it's in there.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Indiana leading by 10. Here's Murray. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Van Vliet. Soft touch off the glass. Van Vliet's got 5.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Murray finds Towns. Levine against Leonard. Back to Towns. Knocks it loose. On the break. Here's Levine. Towns with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
From the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Nembhard outside. Pass to Beal. Nembhard outside. Beal with it. Koulibaly defending. And Beal hits from deep. Beal's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And Bradley Beal is going to stretch out a defense with that kind of range.
Outside Murray. Unloads from 13. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 9.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Detroit calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sarge checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Toppin comes in for Leonard. Martin, he's checked in for Koulibaly. And it's done in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Detroit with the ball. Now here's Miller.
Come to me.
The 3 knocks down the long J. And it's a 12-point Indiana lead.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Jackson Davis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Dunn, the pass to Toppin. And he buries his first look.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
On the wing, Simons. Misses the 3. Now here's Jackson Davis. Tight defense on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Miller on the wing. He's got 5. Here's Sarr. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Some solid defense from Martin. Indiana leading by 12. Dunn outside. Shoots over Simons. The shot by Dunn, no good. Well, Detroit shooting around 40% early on here. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Simons. Cans it from the wing.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just 0 hesitation on that, Jake.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Miller, the pass to Sarr. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Duncan Robinson. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package. Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
Offensive rebound, Jackson Davis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on that one.
Jackson Davis.
He hits the second from the line. There's 42 seconds left in the first. To the inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Pacers lead by 13. Here's Levine.
Oh, man.
Oh!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Here's Dunn. No points so far. Over Simons. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. And here's Detroit. Shoots over Sarr. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Jackson Davis has got 5 now.
The defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
Here's Nembhard. Great D that time from Miller. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Indiana ahead, up 9. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
36.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for the Pacers. Topping out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Murray. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Towns in at the center position.
Well, this is one of the best guys in the league at creating and scoring off the dribble. DeJounte Murray showing his elite skill.
Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Salon. No points yet. There's Simons with a 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths. Just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Murray against Simons. Snatched up. And it's powered home by Towns.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
Coulibaly on the wing. Here's Dunn. Offensive rebound. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Knocked away. On the break. Beal with it. Towns covering. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. And it's Coulibaly missing. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Salon. And Toppin pulls it down. And it's Murray with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has got 10. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it. Some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Pistons trail by 12. Pass to Salon. Back to VanVleet. And here's Robinson. Right wing. Here's Salon. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one. Left side, Coulibaly. They kick it out to Murray. Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Coulibaly. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Robinson gets the bucket.
And Robinson unfazed by the defense, even though he was contested.
Indiana leading by 7. Leonard's got room. Buried from 15 feet out. Leonard's got 8.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Outside Robinson. VanVleet against Murray. Out to the wing. Back to Robinson. VanVleet on the wing. Defended by Murray. VanVleet misses.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
So good near the hoop. Leonard.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And here's Murray. He's got 12. Goes back up. Towns, right side. This one for 3. The shot misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Salon. Back to Beal. Here's Salon. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Murray.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pistons trail by 11. Well, Brent, the reputation of Duncan Robinson is as a shooter. And he's added to his game.
A little bit, BA. It's still going to be shooter first, but Duncan doing a much better job of reading some of the double team in action coming at him to run him off the line. So that assist number, that's been growing.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Beal.
And Bradley Beal has been one of the most consistent scorers in the game year after year. He is an offensive machine.
The Pistons making a switch here. Levine's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Brandon Miller's checked in for Toppin. Now here's Murray. Stolen by VanVleet. Inside. Hartenstein, no good.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Beal, the pass to VanVleet. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Coulibaly. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Towns. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Here's Salon. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Coulibaly. 7 points in the game. Back to Murray. From 9 feet. They get the rebound. Towns gets the bucket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And VanVleet has got the ball here for the Pistons. It's a 10-point game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland where they'll face the Cavaliers. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough. to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by Indiana. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Salone, he's got his third basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Towns. And the shot goes.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Beal outside. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Salone. Off target from outside. Indiana leading by 11. Here's Leonard. Again, the Pacers. Good for two more.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
On the wing, Levine. Indiana with a rebound.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Miller. Pass to Murray. Back to Miller. It's hauled in by Beal. Detroit has gone 50% from the perimeter in the second, shooting 4 of 8. Now here's Levine. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed. Levine's got 7 points.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Miller. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Pass to Jackson Davis. Beyond the arc. That one is off.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Oh, got that one up quick. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
And wasting no time, DeJounte Murray off the catch.
On the wing, Levine. Here's Jackson Davis. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Sarr. Detroit with a rebound. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Nembhard, the pass to Simons. Jackson Davis with it. Checked by Murray. Outside for Levine. Ooh, the soft touch of Levine knocking down the 3.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons. Some changes for Indiana. Towns comes in for Leonard, and it's Dunn in for Murray.
Chris Dunn.
Here's Sarr. The rebound by Detroit. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Now here's Dunn. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Pass to Beal. Takes the 3. And Detroit another 3. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Indiana. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 20 points and a monster amount of rebounds. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
They put a big effort into rebounding back, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and the opponent is taking advantage.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. All right, fans, here we go. Time to get loud now for your Detroit Pistons dancers.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 14. We've got Zach LaVine. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Salon in at the four-man spot. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Pass to Salon. Now LaVine. Coulibaly defending. Here's Salon. They grab their own miss.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Murray passes to Towns. And here's Miller. Launches a 3. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss. Nembhard outside. VanVleet. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. VanVleet's got 9 points. Murray deciding where to go with it. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Murray has the ball in his hands. His teammates know that they got to stay ready because he's looking to set him up.
Back to VanVleet. On the wing, LaVine. No good from outside.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Coulibaly. Nice D from LaVine.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Back to VanVleet. Pass to LaVine. Oh, look at LaVine getting it done in the paint.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Leonard right side. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team. Oh, yes, 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Pass to Salon. Back to VanVleet. On the wing, LaVine. Here's Jackson-Davis. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in the game. Leonard passes to Towns. Misses the layup. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Nembhard. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Nembhard's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, this is why VanVleet's teammates like playing with him. because he looks to set them up with his passing.
Here's Coulibaly. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And Levine throws it down.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to them.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Pistons. Robinson comes in for Levine. And the Pacers also making a change. Toppin's checked in. Leonard outside. Back to Murray. Fires top of the key. Toppin. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night.
This is really where Toppin can do a great job on a nightly basis of providing that energy. Get on the glass.
Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender. Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Van Vliet for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 5 rebounds in the game. They kick it out to Murray. He buries it from 3. Murray's got 20.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Here's Salon looking to end the run. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pacers leading by 7. Outside Coulibaly. And he lays it up and in. Coulibaly's gotten 4 this quarter.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Count the basket.
And sometimes you forget about Van Vliet's speed. When this happens, he's more than happy to remind you of it.
Leonard outside. Banked it in off the glass. Leonard's got 18.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Salon, guarded by Toppin. Hartenstein passes to Robinson. Here's Nembhard. Money on the 19-footer. Nembhard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Love Duncan just taking the opportunity to create for a teammate.
Murray for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Salon, he's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Van Vliet outside. Here's Salon. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And now it's just a 4-point Pacer lead. Indiana calls timeout. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And some changes here for Detroit. Bradley Beal comes in for Nembhard. And Simon has subbed in for Van Vliet. From deep, Sarr. Detroit with a rebound. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Yeah, Duncan not only moves himself, he moves the ball quite well.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Martin. Drives to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. Martin's gotten his first basket of the night.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Salon. That 3's off the mark. Indiana leading by 4. Here's Murray. That That one rolls around and rims out. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
Yeah, one thing Bradley Beal does so well with his craft is he'll probe the defense. He's very patient. He's looking for weaknesses, and typically he'll find one.
Now here's Dunn. No made baskets yet. The layup misses. Up top, Robinson. Defended by Dunn. Blocked!
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Simons. Boom! He jams it straight down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Murray, following the score by Detroit. The offensive rebound.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
Got a piece of it. And they're on the break.
2 minutes.
It's deflected. Another shot. Beal against Martin. And it's Beal penetrating. And then Beal with the dunk.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Martin. Pass to Dunn. Toppin outside. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Miller's checked in for Indiana. The Pistons trailing. Here's Levine. And Levine throw it down.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. It's good. Toppin's got 6.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Levine finds Simons to the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Miller. Back to Dunn. And he makes it on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Levine passes to Simons. Robinson on the wing. Outside Levine. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Now Dunn. Tipped. Here's Levine. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Dunn. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Indiana ahead. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
That's right, fans.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Miller is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Leonard in at the 4. Now here's Jackson Davis. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Indiana leading. Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Here's Miller. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Now here's Levine. Simons with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Levine for 3. Drains the triple. Levine's got 9 points now in the second half.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Inside, Nembhard. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Towns. Miller outside. Dunn outside. They get it back.
Big rebound and a smart play to kick it right out. They want to use as much time as possible here.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Levine. Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this is Levine's role. I mean, he's out there to score as often as possible.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Pass to Towns. It's stolen. It's Jackson Davis with a drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now the Pacers on the move.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
And B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. B.A.?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Nembhard. Here's Levine for 3, and Detroit another 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Murray from outside gets the 3 ball to go. Murray's got 25 points.
Tough part about defending Murray is he can beat you in so many ways. You want him to shoot 3s, but right now he's showing it all.
And down it goes. 2 points.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
In a crucial moment, too. He's been doing that all night. No one's come close to stopping him.
And here's Indiana now, following the score by Detroit. Leonard up top. He's covered by Levine. Leonard can't get it to go. The Pistons lead by 5. Pass to Nembhard. Fires the 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 9th assist of the game now. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Here's Murray. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the inside. Here's Levine. Yes, it's good. And he's got 28 now.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Miller. The Pacers again can't hit.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Salon.
Out to Beal. Van Vliet on the wing. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Carl Anthony Towns, third personal foul.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Now here's Murray. Can they get it? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
For the Pacers, Murray, DeJounte Murray, 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. With all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter.
Almost 7 feet tall, Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
And that one falls for Towns. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. And so Towns nails them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Nembhard. Oh, and Towns with the block.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just saying no.
Koulibaly drives in.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First personal foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Pacers, Koulibaly.
Good on both. Detroit calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Hey, if you want to earn a whole new legion of fans, this is how you do it. A sensational performance off the bench, one that's sure to earn him more minutes next time out. Leonard, good.
Yeah, get your popcorn out. We've seen this movie before. Kawhi not letting up now on the offensive end.
Pass to Salon. Beal, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Salon. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Murray from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beal, the pass to Hartenstein. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. No good on the free throw. Toppin, he's checked in for Leonard.
For your Pistons.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Detroit leading by 8. Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nembhard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Miller. Lets it fly. And right through it goes! Murray against Van Vliet. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Murray. Yep, that one goes. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
If guys are getting points inside, that's a bad sign for the defense, so you don't want to allow too much penetration, especially from DeJounte.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pacers trail by 10. Here's Murray. They get it again. Detroit has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Nembhard. Shoots over Miller. And that one's long.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Towns. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Salong gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
Kicks it out Towns. Indiana again missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Tipped away, and now the Pistons in transition. Here's Van Vliet, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside, but he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
The first one falls. Levine, he's checked in for the Pistons. Both free throws, good from Van Vliet. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pistons.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And the dunk by Levine!
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Detroit. Robinson comes in for Nembhard.
Trace Jackson Davis.
Miller against Robinson. Pass to Toppin. Let's go with a 3. He can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Levine. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Brandon Miller.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
And here's Indiana now. It's an 18-point game. Here's Coulibaly. Buries it down low. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Levine. It's blocked. Here's Coulibaly. Down low. Here's Murray. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Levine for 3. Counted from distance. Levine's got 35 in the game.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.